Excel functions. So if you have not been watching videos, okay, thank you, admin. I can see. Yeah, so I welcome you all to today's call. We are just 20 on this call. No wala. So I welcome you all to this call, and then I hope you all enjoyed your holiday. I hope you enjoyed your Eid, and I trust you are also trying to stay safe. Please, guys, there are a lot of happenings going on in the country. Try as much as possible to stay safe. In addition to that, I got reports from our engineering team that you guys have not been watching the YouTube videos that contains lessons of what you are being taught in class. I don't think that is good enough, guys. Even when we are not currently like those days that we didn't have class, you can easily go back to the YouTube videos and try as much as possible to refresh your memory on what you are being taught. If you don't watch it, you might not understand. And if you understood what you were taught in class, you might forget because you don't go back to it to watch. So I'm going to encourage you guys, please go to the YouTube page and watch those videos because they are going to help you to understand and then try as much as possible to get something. That said, guys, you've enjoyed 3 weeks break now. Those 3 weeks that you enjoyed, no wahala. Now is the time to work, and I pray and I hope that now that we want to start working, you won't complain because we have to catch up for those 3 weeks that we were not doing anything. So that said, I have assignment for you based on Excel functions that we have done. So I'm going to explain again, but at least you have to go and watch those videos so that you can be able to attempt those questions. When you do those questions, when just like the way you submitted the first assignment, that's the way you're going to submit the second assignment as well. And then it's going to be an Excel format. Those of you that submitted the first assignment, you know what I'm talking about already. So that is the same way we are going to do this one too. So let me show you your assignments. It's not much. If you have been following what we've been doing for the past how many weeks now, you will see that is that sharing screen. I want to keep growing as a type, so I've been traveling around. Please confirm you can see my screen, guys. Please confirm you can see my screen. If you can't see my screen, okay. Sorry, guys. Yes. So this is the assignment. It's not much. It's just 75 questions. It's not much at all. It's not much. And I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Please confirm you can hear me, guys. Can you hear me and you can also see my screen?
Yes, we can hear you, ma.
I don't have. Okay, thank you. I don't have my second laptop here, so yeah. So yes, this is the assignments. So for the assignment, guys, it's quite similar to what we did in class. This is the data set. This data set is a very simple data set. It's just the one we did in class. And this column, we have our order ID, we have our dates. This column, we have our dates. This column, we have our months. See, I think someone is trying to see. You can't see, man. Is this problem the same thing for everybody? That you can't see my screen? If we can't see, if is there anybody on this call that can see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Juweria, I think that problem is from you. It's not from me. But like 3 people can see my screen. Must it that making 4 people? So if you can't see my screen, Juweria, that means it's from your own end. It's not from my own end. So this particular column, we have our order ID. This particular column, we have our dates. Here we have our month. This we have our region. The example in class too, we had region in that data set. So this particular place, we have country, different countries. But yeah, it's just limited to Africa alone. So we don't have all those big country name. We don't have them here. This is our sales rep. Our sales rep are Ibrahim, Amina, and the likes. This place we have our products category. Drop that laptop. This place we have our products category. Here we have our products name. So these things are not things, they are not, you are not new to them because we've been doing them over and over again. This column we have our customer segments. So we have our corporate, small, medium enterprise, we have corporate, we have retail, and the likes. This column, we have our sales channel. Was it bought online? Was it bought using distributor? Was it that they bought it using a distributor? Was it that they bought it from a store? So that's what we have in this column. In this place now, we have our unit sold. Yes, the unit of each items that was sold, we have it in this column. This place we have our unit price. But I beg you, we have our unit price. This column, we have our unit price. Here we have our discounts. If there was any discount at all that was given, we have it here. This place, we have our revenue. We have our revenue. This place, we have our costs. This column here, we have our costs. We have our profit, and here we have our payment method. So this is just to show you the columns that we have to make you understand what you are going to be dealing with in the payment. So this data is about the sales that were made by a particular company for the company, but this is a data set that talks about the sales that were made in a particular company. Now, your assignments. So using this data set now, you are going to use it to answer all these questions. Like I said, it's not much. It's 75. It's just 75 questions. And they are simple questions. They are something you can relate with. Like this sum now. This question 1 talks about sum. So you have to find the total revenue generated from all transactions. I believe you can all do that because, okay, let me ask. Don't let me assume. Who can help us answer the number 1 question, guys? Let me show my screen. Oh, sorry. Sorry, let me try and show my screen again. Ibikunle, I'm working on it. I'm working on my screen currently. So let me try and
Can't see your screen.
I believe it should be better now. Guys, can you see my screen now? I believe it should be better now. Let me zoom it so that you'll be able to see it clearly. Just unmute yourself and talk. I think I'll need to use this. Is there anybody at all that can see my screen? You can unmute and talk.
Ma, I can see your screen.
You can see my screen, okay. I need another person just to be sure that my screen is actually showing.
Ma, I can see your screen.
Oh, you can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, unmute yourself back. Now, this number one question is something you have done. Who can help us to answer this question? So the question says, find the total revenue generated. Abi, the total revenue generated from all transaction. Who can tell me? We can do it in two ways because we've done it before. We can do it in two ways. We can either go to this particular place and start scrolling up and down, or there's another way we can do it. You can tell me that second way that I taught you guys how to answer a question without having to go to that sheet. There's a way we did it last time. Who can remind us? Let's just use this as a form of revision. Who can remind us? Is there any? Oh yeah, in the chat box. Okay, let's see. I've increased my font to Faisola. I've increased it to 210. So I believe you should be able to see it now. Who can tell me how to answer a question without having to go to that data set? There's a way there was a term I used for it. Who can remind me? If nobody can answer this question, I will end this call because we mentioned the times without number 3 weeks ago. I mentioned it, I explained, I told you the reason why we are doing that we are doing that so that we can save us the stress of having to go to a party sheet where people. Let me start calling me. Yusuf Alia, thank you. Raji, thank you very much. I call this structure referencing, and I told you that the structure referencing as a way of ensuring that your data set is in a structured manner, is in a table. You don't have, once you name that your data set a name, it's very easy for you to make reference to it wherever you are. So to make your life, to make this assignment easy, guys, let's try and use structure referencing. You can do it that second way too if you feel like that. Sorry guys, I'm currently like I'm in Ogun State. Let me put it that way. So you might be hearing some funny things. Yeah, so I said we should use structure referencing. So who can tell me the first thing to do when you want to put this table, this data set in a table? Who can tell me? You can unmute yourself and talk. I said when we want to do structure referencing, there is a first thing that we need to do to structure our data. I say it is.
Naming the
The
table.
first thing you have to name the table. Okay, before you name the table, there's something you have to do before you name the table. Like you have to put this data set in a structured way. What do you do? Naming the table is correct, but then before you name the table, you must have created a table before you name the table. How did I say we will go about it, guys? I want to hear from you.
Go enter the data set and press Control T.
Control T. Who is that person? What's your name? What's your name? I
Abibullah
want to.
Abdulkarim.
Okay, Jazakumullah Karen. So the first thing is to structure this table and we'll do Control T. Abi, then we will tick this small box here this small box here is to tell our Excel that our table has its own header already, and you click on OK. Abi, once you click on it, see the table has changed.
Yes, ma'am.
So you come to the table name. You can mute yourself, Abibullah, Jazakumullah Khairan, and give it a name, whatever name you want to give it. But me, I want to call it Zainab Sales Data. If you are doing your own, you can give it your own name too. But my own name is what I want to use. So I call this Zainab Sales Data set. Let's put it that way and click on enter. So since I've already clicked on enter, I've named this table. So from anywhere I am, I can call on this table anywhere I am. So let me go to where I have my question. Right? So I want to find the total revenue from all transactions. Remember that we are doing sum. So we want to find the total revenue from all transactions. So who can tell me what I'm going to do now? I'll say equals to Abi sum. Call up on my sum, Abi, right? Then what do I want to do? It's asking me for number one, but I don't want to be doing all those number one, number two. Let me just call up on my sales data sets. This is my sales data, and then where do I want to add? Square brackets. I want to add everything under revenue because they asked me to get my total revenue. So I've already called up, this is my sales data set, Zainab sales data set, right? And I've already called up on this is my data set. That's the name of my table now. And then I want to add up everything where we have our revenue, because my question says find the total revenue from all transactions. So is the total revenue I want to add up. So I'll go to where so particular lineup that I have, it comes when I already open my square brackets. I've opened my square bracket. That is why I'm able to see this. So the square bracket is saying that I'm looking for a particular column in this data set. So what's the column that we are looking for? Revenue. Just come and look for revenue here. See my revenue and close my square bracket. So if this thing is trying to tell me that I want to add up everything in my sales revenue, and where do I have my revenue? I have it in my sales data set. Then I'll close my bracket and click on enter. So my total revenue is that, let's put amount so that we know 138,978.45 naira 0.03 kobo. That is my total revenue. Now let's try and do another one. So this one says calculate the total profit earned across all borders. Guys, you can do this. Who can help us to answer this number 2 question? We still have today business to do. Who can help us with number 2 question? Who is ready to help us, guys? Or should I call name? Do I need to call name, guys? Should I call name? Should I call name, guys? No other. Let me call news. Or what is the problem? Is it that you don't understand or what? Or can you people hear me? No Allah. So I'll go to the second question to show you how to go about it, since you guys are not ready to talk to me today. Now, some if, we've done that one too before. Some if is when we have only one condition. Some ifs is where we have more than one condition. So the sum if, they are in this question now, number 2, this sum if, where we have sum if question, it says that what calculate the total revenue for electronics category. So we are trying to get the total revenue for electronics only. So here now they said for all transactions, that is why we just added up all what we have in our total revenue. But here they are telling us that we should do it for only electronics. So what are we going to do? Equals to sign, right? Sum if. So what is our range? Who can tell me the range in this question? They said calculate the total revenue for electronics category. Who can remind us what the range? Who can tell us what the range is in this question? I won't tolerate this attitude of being quiet. So you all know the tradition already that you have to talk, you have to contribute to the class. Who can tell me the range? What did we define the range as? We defined the range as the column that contains what we are looking for. What are we looking for in this question? They said we should calculate the total revenue for electronics category. So what are we looking for in this question? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what we're looking for? Who can tell me the range in this question? Who can tell me the criteria? And who can tell me the sum range? In the chat box, I want to see your answers. I've seen people answer that the range is total revenue. The range is the column that contains what we are looking for. What is the range? The range is the column that contains what we are looking for. What is the criteria? The criteria is what we are looking for. What we are looking for in this question is the total. We are looking for electronics category, Abby. So what is the column that we will see what we are looking for? The column that contains what we are looking for is, let me open something for you. The column that contains electronics, that is our range, Abby. Where can we find electronics here? Guys, where can we find electronics here? What column can you find electronics? We can find our electronics category where in our product category. So our range in this question is product category, because that's the column where we can find electronic. Remember, don't forget, criteria is what we are looking for. Range is the column what we are looking for. And then sum range is the column we are trying to do our calculation. In this question now, our sum range is revenue, because we want to get the total of revenue. What are we looking for? We are looking for electronics. And then what is the column that contains where we can find the electronics? We can find it under product category. Guys, please go and watch the video to refresh. You guys know all of this, and I don't know why. So sum if. So what is our range? Our range is the column that contains what we are looking for. Now let's call up, because we are trying to get our range, which is products category column. We need to call up our sales data set and tell the sales data set looking for. So what is our table name? This is our table name, Zainab sales data set. Then we are looking for which column in our table. We are looking for products category. So close the square brackets. Then what is our criteria? Our criteria is electronics. So inside our and then what is our sum range? Our sum range is total revenue. Is revenue. We want to get the total of revenue. So we are going to call up our sales table again and tell the sales table that we are looking for revenue column. So this is our sales table. So revenue, we want to add up revenue and then close our brackets and click on enter. So the total revenue for the electronics category is 35. Let's put our comma. 35,618,597.00. So that is our total revenue for electronics category only. Guys, I'll leave the rest for you guys to go and do. I'm going to send you this data set immediately after this class so that you can attempt it. If you have any question, go to the videos that we've done before now and go and watch the video to be able to do your assignment, to be able to do it to try and refresh your memory and be able to attempt the assignments properly. So to the business of today, which is data retrieval. So data retrieval is a very interesting topic. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very, very interesting, and you are going to appreciate it, and you are going to agree with me at the end of this class that it's very interesting. Now, guys, let's make um a very good example. All of you in your school, eh, you used to have attendance register. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? Answer. There is always like an attendance register that your teacher will always mark every morning. Yes or no?
Yes, ma.
Yes. So that attendance, it contains everybody's name, Abby. It contains all of you's name, like everybody in the class, it contains your name, Abby.
Yes, ma'am.
So that attendance now, mm, it contains your name. And then inside that attendance, you used to have student ID. Very good. You used to have ID card that you used to wear to school. Hey, God. Please, guys, let me quickly do something. I'm coming. Let me. So, guys, you used to have student ID card, Abby. Student ID card that you wear that contains your name, your surname, your first name, your student ID. While growing up, I have something like that when I was in primary school. So that ID card, that student ID that is on that ID card, that student ID is to tell you the admission number that the school uses to admit you into their school. Like anytime they are looking for anything they are looking for anything about you. Once they get your student ID card, your student ID like this, they can get every details that concerns you. It's just like your NIN. So all of you, you know NIN, Abi, you know NIN. If God forbid, though, if anything happen and they are trying to track your number, it's just that we are in Nigeria that is fucked up. In advanced country, with your NIN, they can track every details about you. Like they can track up to your BVN number. They can tell you how much you earn annually. They can track every information, your date of birth, your everything about you. They will track it with your NIN. They will even tell you the house you are currently living in. That's how powerful your NIN is. That is why they tell you that immediately you misplace your NIN, quickly go and report in the police station so that someone else will not go and commit a crime using your NIN. So that is how powerful your student ID too is. That is why at the back of every ID card, they will say, if found, please return back to so places. That is the reason for that, because it's a very, very important document that you cannot just misplace anyhow. If I misplace my NIN now, the first thing that I would do, any problem. So as I was saying, I said if I misplace my NIN now, the first thing I would do is to first go and report at the police station that I misplaced my NIN. That is the way that I can. That is the only way I can try to stay away from trouble, because I don't know if the person that has my NIN or the person that found it will go and use it to commit a crime. And if the person commits a crime, if my ID card is found in that particular place, they will trace it back to me. That is how important your ID card is. And that is why even in schools, they try to write it at the back that if found, you place it, return it to so places. So what made us go to this particular story is that data retrieval helps you to locate information. That is what it does for you. It helps you to search and for a specific information and locate it from a data set. Now, if I want to locate anybody on this call, the only thing I need from you is your ID card, your ID number. Once I'm able to get your ID number, I can look for whatever thing I want to do. That's why I asked that in your school you will have student register. Inside that student register, all of you in that class, you have a student's ID number. The number that is specific, that is only for you. Nobody can use that number again and again. Nobody. That number is unique to only you. So if you have that number, once they have that number and they put it in the database, they can get any information from you. Do you understand? So that's what data retrieval is all about. From your unique number, they can locate anything they want to locate from anybody. Now, what is data retrieval? So data retrieval functions in Excel are formulas that are used to search for, locate, and return specific information from a data set. Now, what we use these data retrieval Excel functions to do is that you use it to search, right? You use it to locate, and you use it to return. When they say return, you use it to find information from a data set. So it enables the users, that is data analysts like me and you, to extract data from tables, databases and worksheets quickly. Now, imagine, I don't know, but then imagine you have 1,000 students in a class. This is not impossible. It is not impossible because I went to a public university, like I went to a federal university, and in my class, okay, my matric number ends with 92, and then when we are writing exams, we use up to like five to six classes, if I'm not mistaken, to write exams. So imagine in a class, let's say we are just 200, and then we need to get information about me. You want to get information about Oladimeji Zainab. And then in my class, then when I was in university, we are up to like 6 to 7 that bears Zainab. And I know there is a particular lady that has in her name. Her name is Oladimeji Zainab Olamide. Me, I'm Oladimeji Zainab Olaniun. So imagine in that particular situation that they need to locate information about me. They cannot use name to look for me again, because you don't know the number of people that bears Oladimeji in that class. You don't know the number of people that bears Zainab in that class. So the only way they can locate me is by using my matric number, which is my own ID. That is my own ID number. So if they go and use name, be rest assured that Zainab will give you up to like 15 results, because we have a lot of Zainab in my class. If you use Oladimeji, you will have at least two people's information, because we have more than one person using bearing Oladimeji. But if you use my matric number, you will only have one result, because I'm the only one that has that matric number. So that is the same thing for data. When you are trying to locate a particular information in a data set, you have to use the unique number. Guys, are you still with me, or you guys are still eating salamis? Are you guys listening, or you are
Yeah,
still eating salami? Yeah, with me. Let me just, I just said I should confirm. So that is what data retrieval does for you. It ensures that you are able to extract data from table, from your databases and worksheets quickly and accurately. So, sorry guys, if you use my name to look for to get my information in my class, you will get some results, but that result will not be accurate because you will get different results. You will get different people bearing Zainab, but you won't still know the Zainab that you are actually looking for, right? So that is why it's important to use my unique number, which is my matric number. If they are looking for Gafar's information, you cannot use Salawuddin to be looking for Gafar because you don't know how many people that will be bearing Salawuddin in that class. Do you understand? So that is why you have to use Gafar's what ID number. Do you understand? So every data retrieval Excel functions help you to what locate your information accurately and quickly, no matter the number of data sets, no matter the number of data that you have in your Excel table, you will be able to locate it quickly and accurately. Now, what are the importance of data retrieval functions? Number one, you are able to find specific record in large data sets. Now, let me use it for example now. Now, I don't know, if you order something from Jumia or from Temu, or those of you that you like, let me use a very good example that you guys can relate with. Let's say you go to ShopRite now. That ShopRite, or is it, yes, ShopRite at Songo or Just Right. At the end of the day, they'll give you one paper when you finish paying. That paper contains your order ID, like your own transaction, the number of your own transaction that they can use to track what you bought rather at the end of the day. You can be able to locate the transaction. Let's say Gafar and his friend Mohammed came to Just Right today and they bought bread, they bought egg, they bought drink. At the end of the day, the sales attendant gave them a paper that they should take home. In that paper, next time you go to Just look for it. You will see your order ID on that paper. That order ID is what Just Right or ShopRite record in their database, that so person with so order ID bought so things at so time at so rate. That is how they keep record. So anytime they want to locate anything that pertains to that your own transaction, they can just use the order ID to locate it and they will get every information they want to get. So what data retrieval functions does is that it ensures that you are able to find specific record in large data sets. Let's say, for example, can you count the number of people that buy things in Just Right every day? No, you cannot. So, and that is why it's important to ensure that they have a very good record keeping culture, so that they will be able to keep their record, and whenever they want to come back to you to look for anything, they are able to locate it. Now, the second importance of data retrieval function is that it helps you to retrieve information based on unique identifiers. What are the unique identifiers? Let me put unique identifiers like student ID number. That is your student ID number or your other ID. That is maybe when you go to ShopRite, you order something. Or what? Who can give me another example of unique identifiers? Unique identifiers are those things that are unique to only you. I've made this a very good example today. Like something that if they want to use to look for anything, they can use that number, they can use that thing to look for it. Now, in my own case, I made mention of, I think someone's hand is up. I can unmute in case you want to talk.
My ATM card.
Who can give us another example again?
NIN.
NIN, thank you. It shows that you are listening. Thank you. Who can give us another example?
Matric number, ma.
Thank you, Mary. Your SIM card, your BVN. Thank you BVN. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. So it shows that you guys are listening. So you can use your BVN.
ATM card.
Thank you. ATM card. So those are easy to give your information because you are the only one that has BVN. Thank you. I've written it now. See my screen. I've written it. I've written BVN. Let me zoom my screen so that you can see it very well. So we have BVN, we have ATM card, we have other ID, we have student ID. What do you say? Sorry, what do you say? Someone said something and I would like to hear that person.
It's me. I have
Okay, what did you say? What did you say? What's your own example?
CV.
I can't hear what he's saying. No. What did he say? I can't hear you.
CV.
CV. Okay, thank you. CV. Thank you very much, Abdulafiz. Thank you for your contribution. CV. Okay. Yes. Now let's talk about another importance. Guys, I hope you guys are jotting it down. If you don't jot it down, you can watch
Yes,
the
ma.
video. So importance of data retrieval functions. I said number one, it helps you to find specific record in large data sets. I said number one, it helps you to find specific record in large data sets. Number two, you are able to retrieve information based on unique identifiers. So, and unique identifiers that we all mentioned in classes, like student ID number, your other ID, your BVN, your ATM card. That BVN is even a very good example because if go let me use a very good example of something that happened to me recently. Now, recently, because I finished my what's it called? My NYSC, I finished it last year. So when we went to orientation camp, they said we should submit our record. want to use our BVN, ask what is why they ask for BVN. They say they ask for BVN because they use it to open account number for us. And from there, they've understood that some people don't really like, some people use their accounts for fraudulent things, like all those Yahoo guys, and they don't want NYC core members to do such. That is why they are specifically asking us to submit our BVN. So with your BVN now, they can even tell you, they can even monitor the amount in your account, and then they can even locate you from wherever you are. So guys, don't do something that is bad. Okay? So number 3 is combine. And number 3 importance of data retrieval function is that it combine data from multiple tables. And this is when you are doing SQL. We are still going to move on to SQL later, and you understand this thing that I'm but just forget it for now, please. It's something that you should know, but when we get that level, the importance of data retrieval function is that it helps you to reduce manual searching and errors. So imagine I want to look for, imagine my own case where they are looking
What's wrong with this network?
for. Now, number 4 importance is it improve efficiency in data analysis. So as a data analyst, because when me and Mr. Ibrahim Oladosi we are talking, we don't call you guys students again. We call you data analysts, because you guys are not small people again. You people are OG now. People are not small again. It's one important function is of data retrieval is that it will help you improve your results as a data analyst, because you'll be able to get correct answers. Because one thing about data analysis is that it's garbage in, garbage out. It's what you give to Excel that the Excel return back to you. So it is as if you are the one telling Excel what to do. Excel is just helping you do it by automating everything. And that is one thing I tell people is that AI is not coming to take anybody's job. Rather, it is coming to ensure that your work is done perfectly, is done at a very error-free rate. It's coming to ensure that your work is going to be kind of easier, and it will reduce the hours you use in doing manual labor. So Excel will help you, data retrieval functions will help you reduce it will help you reduce the manual searching errors, and it will improve efficiency in data analysis. Now, the last one is it supports business reporting and decision making. Now imagine in, let's say, a very good, I don't know if we have Boku maths here in Ogun State, because my parents stay in Ogun State, but I don't think I've seen Boku maths here before. But I know that I've seen Just Right and I've seen ShopRite. So imagine at the end of the year, Just Right says, okay, we've made
What about
sale.
prime math?
We just finished talking. Hi, prime maths. How do you know prime maths? Wait, how do you know prime maths?
Is that singer?
Singer. Do you stay at Singer? Wow.
No, ma. Ma,
Okay.
everyone knows primates.
Everyone knows Primark. Okay, that's very good.
It is a big company.
It's a big company. I agree with you on that. I stay at Sugar Ijako, so I just
You
need
say, come
Primark.
here, stay at Alaka.
Eh? Are you serious? Ah, wow. So I might know you because my parents is at Alaka side as well. So I might know you, but I don't know if I know you.
It is the place they always sell cement.
Okay. Ah, I know your house then. Please let's return back to class. So that Primark now, let's say they sell bread. Abdulafiz, Primark sells bread, right? They sell bread.
Yes, mama.
They sell bread. Very
Yes,
good.
ma.
Let's say Abdulafiz went to Primark with his friends, like let's say 5 of them, and all of them bought bread. Jueria and her friend too. They went to Primark, they bought bread. Like the demand, the way people buys bread, like bread now happens to be their highest selling product, like the product that they sell most. So at the end of the year, if they are trying to make decision and they look for the order ID, like the order ID of the transaction of everything that everybody bought in a year, and they see that people buy their bread more than they buy cake. The following year, what will you which product will they sell again? Which products will they focus more? Will they focus more on bread or cake? Abdulafiz,
Bread.
answer the I want Abdulafiz because he's the one that know Primark. Abdulafiz, answer the question.
What did you say, ma?
So you are not listening. Okay, let me repeat my question. I said, let's say you and your friend today, you went to Primark, you bought bread, and then the following day, Jueria pack her friend, all of them, they went to buy bread at Primark again. And then at the end of the year, they use Primark use the order ID, like the transactions. They looked at all of their transactions and see that people buy bread than cake. So the following year, which product will they produce more? Abdulafiz,
Bread.
bread. So they will focus their attention more on bread. How is that made possible? Because from their sales record and from the other ID, they notice that people buy more bread than cake. So the following year, they will focus more on bread. They will still produce cake, but they will produce it at a lesser quantity, but they will now produce their bread at a larger quantity because people buy bread than cake. So that is how data retrieval functions helps to support decision making for business. Now, the first data retrieval function in Excel is called VLOOKUP. It's called what, guys? VLOOKUP. Now, we still have time. We can still do something. And you guys don't forget, I want my assignment. Today is Sunday, Abi. You have the whole of this week up to next week Monday. So the deadline to submit the assignment is next week Monday. Now, let's do something. So the first data retrieval function in Excel is called VLOOKUP. And it's very, very simple, guys. It's not difficult at all. But before we try and do it, let's understand what VLOOKUP says. VLOOKUP searches for a value in the first column of a table and returns a corresponding value from another column in the same row. It's just English, is simple. Now, what does VLOOKUP do? So VLOOKUP, when you want to do VLOOKUP, it searches for a value in the first row. It searches for a value in the first row of a table and returns a corresponding value from another column in the same row. Let's practicalize this, guys. Let's practicalize it, guys. Let's do something, guys. Now, let's say this is name. I hope you can still see my screen, guys. Okay, let's say this is student ID.
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma.
This is student ID. This is student's name. This is student's name. Let's say student's name. What should we do? Should we do results? Okay, let's say this is student's position in class. Position in class. Or let's say this is the highest score. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Now let's say a student ID 00001. Student ID 002. Then let's use our fill and do. Now, Abdulafiz, the first student ID, Abdulafiz Gafar Zida Aisha Raji. Sorry, I'm just using you guys' name randomly. Faisola, is this the spelling of your name like this? Sorry. Fay. Ruberia. Okay, let's say Rahim. Rahim is the last person. Okay, Basit. Okay, Basit. Let me use Basit. So, student position in class. Okay, let me even use another one. Let me use. Let's say class. class JSS 1, this one is in JSS 2, this one is in JSS 3, this one is in SS 1, SS 2, SS 3. Let's go back. JSS 1, JSS 2, JSS 3, SS 1.
Ma, I did not see what you are saying.
You did not see me? Okay, let me share my screen. Sorry. Let me stop sharing and share again. It's most likely the network. The network here has been so bad. Okay, you should be able to see my screen now. I'm sharing my screen and I've zoomed it. I've zoomed it, so you should be able to see it. Guys, can you see my screen now? Can
Yes,
you see
ma.
my screen, guys?
Yes, ma.
Okay. I'm currently showing the Excel where I wrote everybody's name and their class and their position in class. Can you see it? Can you see the Excel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
So let's say this is like the third term prize giving ceremony, and then these are the students that took first position in class, and then we want to try and do something about it. We want to give them, like, these are the students we have in a school, and then we want, remember that at the end of third term there is always a party called prize giving, and then there is always like a prize given to first position in every class, right? So let's say this is all this is a school and these are their students. This is all this, they have only 10 students in that school. Let's give it that way. So I want to extract students that, the information of students that came first in their class. So let's see how VLOOKUP is a data retrieval function that in Excel that is used to locate information. Now, I want to get the information of every student that came first in their class. Now, let's see how it's going to be done. So this Abdulhafiz first. So this is Jafar, not Gafar. Jafar. So this is first, this is second, this is third. Sorry, first, second, third, first, second, third, first. Now let's say 89, 92. Let's say this one is 87. That is not right. Let's say this one is 100, this one is 99, this one is 70, this one is 60, this one is 80, this one is 76, this one is 70, this one is 55. Let's say this one is 75. This one is.
Ma, are you writing the high score?
I'm just putting any score. This one is 60. This one is 56. Wait, oh, okay, 56, I'm just putting in this course, just an example. So our data set is ready now. Now I want to get the information of every student that came first in this school. Let's say this is Zainab. Let's call it Bint Zainab school. Let's just give it one name like that. It's just an example. It's not like a real life question. This is our table. This is our table. So this is our school. We have 10 students, and then these are the students and these are their scores. So I want to get information of every student that has Abdulhafiz in that class. So we can use Abdulhafiz to look for the information. So we must use the student ID. And that is why in my definition, remember we said VLOOKUP searches for a value in the first column. What is the first column here? The first column here is student ID. So VLOOKUP is going to use this first column here, student ID, to look for information of students that came first in their class. Do you understand, guys? So to use this student ID to look for information in the corresponding column on the same row. Now let's try to practicalize this. It's almost 1:30. I'm going to release you guys very soon. Let's try to practicalize this. So I want to get the information. I want to get the name of the student that took first in JSS 1. Let's say this is JSS 1A. This first one is JSS 1A. Okay, let's say this is JSS 1A. So this one will be JSS 1B. And then this one will be JSS. This one will be S. How many SS1 do we have? We have only 2 SS1. Let's say this one is SS1A. This one is SS1B. 1B. This one will be JS2A. This one will be JS2B. But let's just try. So we want to get the information of the first position in JSS1A. So we know that the person's name is Abdulhafiz. But then remember that we can have a large data set like this. So will we not be looking for Abdulhafiz one after the other? No. Let's try and use VLOOKUP to solve our problem. So guys, look at it. So this is JSS 1A. This is JSS 1A. The first position is Abdulhafiz, but we don't want to be looking. We want to get the person using data retrieval. Now let's do VLOOKUP. We'll say equals to VLOOKUP, Abby, VLOOKUP. Now, what is the lookup value? Let me explain what lookup value is, guys. So the lookup value is the value to search for. The lookup value is the value to search for. Now, this is lookup. This is the lookup function. Now, guys, listen. It's very, very simple. This is the lookup function. You've called the lookup function. Lookup function come. Now, the first thing the lookup function will ask for me is that what is the lookup value? The lookup value is the value to search for. Now, we want to use the student ID to search for the first position in JSS 1A. Now, we want to get, let's say they ask us, what is the name of the students that came first in JSS 1A. So we want to get the students 1A. So we don't want to be looking for, it's just like when they ask you that what is the highest value, what is the highest product that gave you the highest profit in this type of data set. We need not be looking one, and be looking, no, you don't want to do that. What do? We use VLOOKUP. Now let's say they ask us that what is the name of the student that came first in JSS 1A. That's the question. What do? We call up on our equals to sign and say VLOOKUP. We want to look for something. Now, we want to use the student ID number to look for the student's name that came first in JSS 1A. Bam. Know that. So the first thing is asking us for is lookup value. What is lookup value? Lookup value is the value to search for. Now, we want to use the student ID to search for the student's name. Now, we already know that the ID asks us that what is the name of the student that came first in JSS 1A. Or let's say they ask us that what is the name of the student with the student ID. With the student ID, ST ID 001. So they already gave us something to look for it. Now they already asked us that what is the name of the student that came for the student with the student ID 001. Now they are not even asking you for the student that came first. Now they are asking you for what is the name of the student that with the student ID 001. What is the name of the student? Now they are telling us to get the student's name for this student ID. And the first thing I told you to do is that whenever you get this kind of question, just say your equals to sign, your VLOOKUP, right? Now, what is the lookup value? The lookup value is this value to search for. Now, this question, they made it very simple for you guys. And they said that the student's name that we are looking for as student ID 001. 001. So they already gave you like a torchlight to go and look for the student's name. So the torchlight they gave you here is the lookup value, which is the student ID. And that student ID is like a unique identifier, just like the way I explained earlier. It's a unique identifier. So what's the student ID? What's the lookup value here? The lookup value is the value to search for. The lookup value is the value to search for. So the lookup value here is, put it in the brackets, ST001. Put it, close your inverted comma. I told you guys several times that whenever you are looking for something and it is in alphabet, you put it in inverted comma, then you put your question mark. Now the table array. The table array is what? Let's explain what table array is, guys. Let's explain what table array is. The table array is the table containing the data. Table array is the table containing the data. Don't forget, table array is the table containing the data. So the table containing the data that we are using to look for student ID 001 is this place. This whole table where we wrote everything, all of this is the table array. Everything here from this student ID down to this place is the table array. So what will you do? You can do it in two ways, but because I'm explaining it to you, let me just show you a simple way that I used to do it. I will just highlight everything. I can put it in a table, and I can also put it in I can also do it this way, but because I'm explaining to you and I want to be fast, that's why I'm doing it like this. So this is the table array. This is the table that contains everything that contains what we are looking for. This is the table. We have already highlighted it. then put your comma again. Now, what is the column index number? The column index number, let me explain what your column index number is. Is the column number containing the results. Now, here they told you that you should look for the table, the name of the student that contains the student ID 001. Now, you already know that thing that you are looking for is the student's name. Where can you find the student's name? You can find the student's name under your student name column. Now, you will now count all the column in your table. Student ID column is column 1. Student name that contains the student name that you are looking for is column 2. So that column, what is the number of that column in the table? The column that contains that student's name, what number is it in your table? Is column 2, because student ID is column 1, student's name is column 2. So you put 2. That thing that I'm looking for, if I enter one street now and they tell me that I'm looking for my friend called Jafar, I need to know what house Jafar is living. Is it number 1 that Jafar is living, or is number 9, or is number 10? That is the same thing. So you already know the student's name is in house number 2, is in column 2. That is why we put 2. Then you put your comma. Now, you are to choose anytime you are doing VLOOKUP. Once you get to this place where they put range lookup, always put 0. Always put 0. Okay, yeah, they are telling us true. My Excel is telling me to choose 2. Okay, is it that true or false? This Excel is using true or false, but in some Excel, it will show you either 0 or 1. So yeah, it's telling me, but it should be 0 now. Okay, it's telling me to choose false, because false is the one that will give me my exact match. Now, what does this mean? Let me explain. Don't be scared, it's very simple. Now, this one is trying to tell me that, do I want my exact answer, or I just want answer that is close to the real answer? So I always want it to give me my correct answer. So that is why I'm going to be choosing false. So you just come and click on it. You don't need to write anything. So, and you close your brackets and click on enter. Not available. Why are you telling me not available? What is the problem? Oh, it's Ctrl Z. Wow, you guys, and you saw it and you didn't tell me. My student ID here, I didn't put ID, and that is why it's giving us error. So that's where the error is. So immediately we corrected our error, it gave us Abdulhafiz. So if you come here and look for the student name that contains student ID 001, the name is Abdulhafiz. And what was our answer here? Abdulhafiz. So let's try and do another one now. Let's say we want to look for what is the score of the students with student ID student ID. Why is my laptop behaving? With student ID SCID is 010. Now, we want to know the score. Now, we are not looking for name now. We are not interested in name. We want to know the score of the student ID with STI with student ID 010. That is 010. So we want to look for it. Let's do it, guys. So we say equals to equals to, we want to look for VLOOKUP. My laptop is seizing. VLOOKUP, let's say VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. My laptop is seizing. Sorry, guys. VLOOKUP. What is the lookup value? Guys, what is the lookup value? The lookup value is what we search for, right? What is the lookup value? The lookup value to search for. So what is the lookup value here? Who can tell me? We've done it before. We did it when we were looking for Abdulaziz, when we were solving the question Abdulaziz. Now, who can tell me what the lookup value here is? The value to search for. My Excel is not responding. Do I need to close this? Let me close this so that it will be able to work. Sorry, guys, just give me like 1 minute. I've opened a lot of tabs today. Let me just close it, everything. Okay, so who can tell me what the lookup value is here? So I said the lookup value is the value to search for. What is the value we are searching for here now, guys? Someone should help me. We have less than 10 minutes, guys. Who can tell me what to search for here now? Who can tell me in the chat box the value to search for? Who can tell me? Mozida, thank you for that answer. Another person should tell me the value to search for. The value to search for, who can tell me? Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So this value to search for is STI 010. So the brackets, we put STI, SCID, don't let us forget 010 inside, and this thing has to be in inverted comma, guys, so don't forget. We are looking for, so you highlight your table, right? Then comma. Then what's the column index? Now, who can tell me the answer for this one? Now, they asked us to, what is the score of the students with student ID? So we are looking for the score. Remember in the first one, it was student's name we are looking for, but now it's student score that we are looking for. The number, the column index. So the column index has to do with the number of the column that contains what we are looking for. Now, what's the column here? Are you sure it's 4? Student ID is
4,
1.
yes, ma'am.
Student's name is 2. Class is 3. Student's position in class is 4. We are looking for score.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. 5.
Then
5.
highest score column is 5. Thank you.
5.
So it's 5. Then is it true or false that we are going to click on here, guys? Is it true or false?
False.
False. So you close your brackets and click on
False.
So the student, the score of the student with student ID is 010 is 89. So we got our answer 89. So Baptist's score is what? 89. So guys, this is where we are going to stop for today. I hope you enjoyed today's class as much as I did. And then your assignment at the end of today, I'm going to send the Excel for your assignment so that you guys can do your assignments and I can score you guys. Remember that your assignment is very important and we're going to score it. So bye it for today, and you guys should stay safe. Don't walk at night. Make sure you Abdelafiz, well done. You tell me if you are from that country you are sharing the flag. So you guys should stay safe. Don't walk at night.
I am from Burkina Faso.
Okay, I've heard you. Try to stay safe, guys. When you go to school, try to come back as early as you can. That don't walk about. The country is not
Okay, ma.
safe. So bye, guys, and my regards to
Okay,
your parents.
ma.
Bye, bye.
Allahu Akbar. Akbar. You want to write something? I think I did this class. Baba, you want to write something?
Go ahead, Bad. Not to get up.
Bara Khalifa. Khalifa, Bara. Bara Khalifa. Khalifa, Bara. Bara Khalifa. Bara Bilal. Assalamualaikum. Abdulaziz. Noah. Noah. How are you? I don't understand today's class. You go to school. I don't understand. You understand? Yes, no. Jafar. Explain for us. Let me see you. Let me see you first. Let me see you, sir. Jafar, let me see you. See what? Let me see your eyes. My eyes, you call your face in. I think I know. Okay, what do you shop? This is what you carry. Can you believe? And I'll show you with this thing. Okay. You are going to enter this one. You buy it here in your picture. Jafar, I'm talking to you. Well, this one you go use and carry cement. In this class. You go use and carry cement, Jafar. See, muy Bianca. America. Burkina. I am from Burkina Faso. This is their flag. My country flag, Burkina Faso. I won yesterday. Burkina Faso, come. Jafar, I am from India. Jafaru. Àwọn ti yẹra wọn. Ọ̀lẹ́ Jafar ti yẹra ẹ̀ ní kíláàsì. Èmi ò tí ì yẹra mi. Máa mọ èèyàn mélòó ló èèyàn mẹ́ta. Kumbari, Yanadu. Kumbari, Yanadu. Kumbari, Yanadu. Àjẹ́ sunkún, mo fẹ́ sunkún. Mo fẹ́ sunkún lè ní bàbá fún ẹ lè ní. Mo fẹ́ sunkún. Mo fẹ́ sunkún. Mo fẹ́ sunkún. Mo fẹ́ sunkún. Mo lè pa. It's too much. It's too much. No showing. No showing. No showing. Èwo ni kí n tẹ̀ bá? Èwo ni kí n tẹ̀? Àṣẹ. Most of àwọn èèyàn gan ti yẹra wọn ní kíláàsì. Mo ní òní yẹra ẹ ní kíláàsì. Mo ti lè yẹra mi, màá play pa. Màá play pa. Tẹ́ngé. No, ọwọ́ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú kíní ẹ̀jọ̀. Tẹ́ngé. Tẹ́ngé. Ta ló kó báyìí? Èmi nìkan mú wa kíláàsì. Màá ṣeré. Bye bye. Èmi tí ní parí kíláàsì tèmi. Èmi tí ní parí kíláàsì. Parí kíláàsì. Èmi tí ní parí kíláàsì.
Yeah, ìdólé ìjà mi.
Èmi tí ní parí kíláàsì. Burkina Faso máa wà. Burkina Faso làwa wà. Burkina Faso.
Ìdólé ìjọ.
Burkina
Káàsì lè ká.
Mama, tó bá ti lọ. Yàtí, ó ti àwọn ọmọ. Mo kárí àwọn ọmọ tí fẹ́ yọra mi. But they if go you want ilé tẹ̀. Bọ́lá tẹ̀sí àwọn tó lọ fún.
Wọ́n ṣe ìjẹta.
Bye. Serious. Serious ló ń kọ. Ajé kí n yọra mi.